Hi, I'm Gabby, welcome to my channel. Today I have with me my emotional support dog. His name is Monty. You might know him if you follow my partner's channel. Um, his channel is Fat Blog Doing Stuff. It will be probably linked down below. Monty already relocated, that's fine. He's just there to give me some extra boost of confidence. Alright, I already filmed this video and the audio was okay, but the focus was not okay, so I have to do it again. And about half an hour ago I found out that I had to go to a wedding today in about 2 hours. It's because my partner's mom needs some assistance mobility wise, and I was asked to go and help her out, and I was also invited to the wedding. I didn't know about that until now. So I need to film this video, go find something cute to wear, make myself cute, and go to the wedding and help out and all that. Alright, so what I'm going to discuss today is the concept of BPD splitting. In case if you are new, I'm a person with BPD, borderline personality disorder. I've been in treatment, which is therapy, for many years, in and out, and there's that. So whatever I say now is just anecdotal. It's a person with an opinion on the internet, not a medical professional, so take all that as you will. So again, the concept of BPD splitting, it's because I watched Amberlynn Reid mentioning in one of her videos and one of her lives that Alexis, her ex-best friend, might be splitting on her. I'm going to hopefully put a little clip here in the video. It's a clip from Bottle's video, and the title is, let me check because I had it pulled here, it's the Amberlynn Reid Explains Crumbled Cookies Gate. That is the video, and the clip that I'm going to refer to, it starts at about the 7-minute mark.
Like, someone said it's her BPD. It could be, and that's another thing that I think of all the time, is like, she could be splitting, and it's fine. Like, 1 minute obsessed with me, in love with me, ride or die, next minute hates me. Like, it's like, what is happening? I don't know. I'm being betrayed by someone that, like, I trusted.
So I'm not going to refer now to all the crumbled cookie gate drama. That's another thing for another time. But what caught my attention is that Amber started to use more and more terminology that is specific to this disorder, as I mentioned before. And I have the theory that, as Alexis, her ex-best friend, mentioned, that she uses ChatGPT or something of the sort when it comes to mental health talk and to BPD talk in particular, also probably TikTok, and then directly some people in her audience, probably also people with BPD or people from TikTok or wherever, reference terms that are specific to the disorder. So what caught my attention in particular is that I thought that this actually applied to the whole situation before Amber or anyone else brought it up. And that is because of, as I mentioned, I have this disorder and I have experienced splitting myself. And what does that mean in this context? Splitting is a symptom of BPD, that it is part of that black and white thinking that we engage with, and it's just an irrational change in perception. You know, it can be to a person that you're very close to, like a best friend in this case, and you can go from love to hate or from hate to love like this in a second. It's like a switch. Something changes in your brain and you basically split. I thought that could be the case that Alexis is showing. Alexis also claims to have BPD, and I don't have any reason to doubt it, so I will take her word for that. She claims to have BPD, and I thought that she was exhibiting some of these behaviors. I thought that, okay, that's odd. If you follow Amber Lynn drama or anything of the sort, you know that for quite some time, for almost a year already, she was her best friend, and Alexis was a die-hard stan of Amber. She would defend her through everything, like all the allegations, the haters, the hating comments, everything. Alexis would be by Amber's side, virtually, because they have never met in person, as far as I know. But she was always there. She was like really like that kind of absolute fun behavior, absolute unconditional, in a way, love. Then an episode happened that caused Alexis to switch and to flip like this. Is what I would say caused her to split. That is Amber being in a new relationship after other failed relationships or whatever situationships that she had with a person that Alexis deems as not a good person for Amber. Because if you don't know, there are very serious allegations against Amber's new partner, Emily, aka Tommy. People have said that she's a feeder, and there's some evidence out there that could back that up. Alexis said that even before seeing all that, she thought that she was not a good person for Amber to be with. And it caused that kind of strong emotion in her, in my opinion, that caused her to split. It was there is even a TikTok around that Alexis gave Amber the ultimatum, say, okay, it's her or me, you choose. And Amber chose her partner of about a month over her friend of almost a year. So take that as you will, but I think that is what caused Alexis to split. And from that intense, almost unconditional support, intense love that she had, now it went to the other side. It's like a pendulum, and it went to the opposite direction, and it's almost, I won't say hate, but it's in BPD terms, in like the black and white terms, love, hate, is in that terms. Now she started to expose her. She started to talk about very private things, like Amber lying. Well, that's not private. I think if you watch her for any length of time, you know that Amber lies, and she has admitted to that. Then very private things with her partners. That video, like suggestive, sexy video that somehow she sent to a previous partner and then to Alexis. All these kind of things that she would have kept private otherwise if it was still in the love context, but now something changed and she decided to expose all that, and she went full on, like with everything she had, pretty much. And that's why I thought it was a very peculiar thing to do. If you have BPD, you know what I'm talking about. Monty's looking very cute right now. I don't know how much you can see of him, but he's chilling there. He's adorable. He has pretty much adopted me, welcomed me to the family, and he's chilling there with me making the video. So that's quite cute. So my personal experience with splitting. Of course, I have experienced that. I experienced very intense emotions, both the good and the bad. And it happens to me. I can have a trigger, and I can have a sudden change of perception also. It has happened like with a significant other in the past, or a best friend, or whoever I feel like I have a connection with. It can even be a famous person that I've never met, and I feel like a kind of connection. Not necessarily that I have any fantasies that I will even meet this person. In that case, it can be like I relate to the person and I see myself in that person. That's a more accurate way to put it when it comes to a person I've never met, like a celebrity or a YouTuber or something like that. Then if the person in question does something that doesn't align with my values, or I feel hurt, or if it's a real life relationship of any sort and I feel hurt, it can cause me to split, to go from that love state to hate very fast and very intense. And I feel it in my body, like my muscles tense up. It takes a lot of energy. It feels like a train hit me after. after all it's done and said and over. If it's just a celebrity or something of the sort, I can say I don't follow them anymore, I unfollow, I don't follow their content anymore, I don't listen to their songs anymore, or something like that. And that's not too relevant, doesn't affect me too much. It's just an observation that I could make after years of experience in these kind of things. When it comes to real life relationships, though, it can have a big impact. And I've learned to manage that. I've learned to spot the symptoms, to stop the signs, and if a situation occurs, a problem turns up, and I feel like I suddenly change my perception of this person, I try to look inside myself and say, okay, there is something else going on here. And I try to see the situation as objectively as I possibly can. And then to actually see, has this person hurt me? It can be yes or no. Was it on purpose? It can be yes or no. Is it as serious as I perceive this to be? Yes or no. Because even though my feelings are always valid, it doesn't mean that the situation itself is as serious as I perceive it to be. What I feel around this is lots of shame and embarrassment. If I go through an episode like that, someone I know that they have done me wrong in a sense, and then I love them, and then I have the urge to cut all ties, not to talk to them anymore, to tell how awful they have been to me. And then, you have to come back from that if you want to keep a relationship of any sort, it can be hard, it can be tough, it can be hard to say, okay, sorry, I think I overreacted, I think I was wrong in this and that. So there's a lot of shame and embarrassment around that. And I do have sometimes a very hard time regulating my emotions. So the overreaction part can still happen. But I am a bit more self-awareness. No, I'm a bit more self-aware when it comes to that. So again, now it doesn't happen to me as often as it used to, mostly because of therapy. And because I can spot, and I already know myself, I know that I live with this disorder, and I know how to spot the signs of something potentially, being blown out of proportion. So there's that. And well, to sum up, those are basically my thoughts. If you follow the Amberlynn drama, the Amberlynn Alexis drama, I'm not particularly a fan of Alexis, but I think that in many things she's kind of genuine. I believe she's truly hurt. I believe her feelings are truly hurt, and splitting can be, a way to cope with emotions that you don't know how to otherwise. And it's very unconscious. Usually it's a very unconscious process. When you don't know how to handle a very overwhelming situation, it can happen like that. And I think that Alexis's feelings are actually hurt, and that's why she's acting the way she is. Doesn't mean that everything she says is true, doesn't mean that everything she does is right. I'm just having a look at this particular aspect of her behavior. So there's all that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, a comment. It helps me a lot. It helps the algorithm. It helps me personally to keep going. I hope you enjoyed little Monty's company. I sure enjoyed his company a lot, and I hope he will be joining in more videos. So without that being said, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and see you next time. Bye!